everyone, welcome to Live From Your Heart and Mind. I'm Catherine Leroy, and this is Spa Day for the Soul. My friend Ronald is here with me. Ciao, Ronald.
Ciao, Catherine.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. And you?
Well, I would say the same. So, what are we going to talk about today?
We were going to start start with the topic, a multi spa day episode topic of energy.
Wow,
So
that can
there's
be.
a lot of ground that can cover, so we can kind of, lay the foundation for the topic in this episode, and then we can have uh, anyone that listens to this episode and they have questions, they can um, uh, throw their hat in the ring when we have a, a further episodes on this topic. Probably two more episodes, I would say.
Yeah, so we will do like short series about energy. So anyone who has any kind of idea or question about that, just drop it in the comment, and we will
Yeah,
cover up in the next one. Um,
question or input.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that's the thing about everyone's perspective being a little different. Everyone has a little something to offer, a different perspective or vantage point, and
Yeah,
you
especially
never
this
know.
subject. This subject can be very, very tricky, depending on how we understand energy. I actually can feel energy of people. It's kind of strange, but around, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, a friend of mine took me to uh, Australian Academy of Energy. I don't know if I ever mentioned that to you, but he took me to a conference there, and I was learning about energy first time in my life, about healing energy, about positive and negative energy, and frequencies and all that. And during those exercises, I realized that I can actually see the energy of people in different colors. So I can know by just looking at someone exactly uh, what is his energy in that moment. Is he positive or negative, or he has some kind of problems in that moment or something like that? It's
Those would be called auras.
Yes, hours. Yes, and it was strange for me at that time, but later I got used to that, and actually it helped me a lot in life. Uh, so what do you think about that? Can we all do that? What is it all about?
Well, first I'll mention my background begins with the healing aspect. I'm a Reiki master, so
Mm-hmm.
energy work is part of that, a big part of that. So, but really, energy is a big part of everyone's day,
Mm-hmm.
whether they realize it or not. Um, um, and first, I'd begin by explaining how all encompassing it is. It's not
Mm-hmm.
just each person has their own energy, but going to the beginning of things, the universe, the galaxy is made up of energy. The universe is made up of energy. The earth is made up of energy. The rock, the ground, a bird, an animal,
Everything.
water, everything, anything that is matter is energy. And
Yes.
so many people don't understand that their energy, and not only their energy and other people's energy, but their energy and the environment around us are interacting.
Yes.
Sometimes on a subconscious level for many people that don't really understand um, just how that how it works, because they need to become more in tune with their own energy.
Yes. So let's speak a little bit about healing energy in this episode. When I went to that academy, actually, I graduated 2 levels of uh, healing practice. It's similar to Reiki, just it is different center. It is in Australia. So uh, practically, what I learned there is how to use healing techniques. In that time, I was very ill, and I had a Coxsackie virus, and doctors told me that I will live just a year and a half. But as you can see, I'm still here. So actually, they were wrong, oh boy. Energy helped me. That's
Like
why,
the weathermen.
yeah. So that's why I wanted to speak about that. I had the experience on my own behalf. I had my own experience of healing using energy. Actually, at that time, I didn't know, and I went to monastery for 5 days, and I was there with monks, and we were praying together. I was eating food with them, which is prepared during the prayers, drinking water, which is prepared with prayers, and so on and so on. And when I came back, my results were fine. What I want to say, any kind and any form of technique, uh, like prayer or Reiki or this one, it's called Huesa, or any other, means that we accept positive energy in our body. We are focusing uh, on our chakra centers in our body, and we are letting the positive frequency start to flow through every single part of our body. And that is the way that healing uh, began, along with food and water and everything else that we have to change. So energy can do uh, a lot for us, and it did for me. As a Reiki master, uh, what do you have to say about this? What do you think? How that healing start? How it's processed? What's actually happening?
Well, a Reiki practitioner is or somebody that is using Reiki to treat another. There's Reiki that is performed on other people, and then there's what they call self Reiki, which is I'll perform Reiki on myself. And
Mhm,
essentially, what, and then this is kind of important to know too. When you're performing Reiki on someone, you're using the energy that's within them.
mhm,
You're not it's not like you're using your energy, and you're just using your metaphysical toolbox to
mhm,
access and utilize their energy to heal their own body. And that's
mhm,
why eventually people that have Reiki performed on them can have the aptitude and the ability potentially to perform on themselves as well. The
mhm,
energy is there within the body that which needs healing.
mhm,
So um, that's pretty much what uh, kind of a brief explanation
mhm.
of how Reiki works with energy.
Yeah, so practically, and if I may say, metaphysically speaking, um, everything has its own frequency. Everything is energy. We see things, we feel things. But actually, when we go down, deep and deep in the level of protons and electrons and all those little elements of every form and matter, that's all energy, and nothing disappears. It just change the form of energy. So I wish to increase awareness of people who are not aware of that, that actually we all affect each other by having a specific frequency of energy. So if we have a high frequency of energy, meaning that we are on high level of positive energy, that means we have positive thoughts and it affects our life in a positive way. But if we get in connection with someone who is very negative and has low level, it's very hard to make balance. So the person who is with lower level of energy has to increase that frequency to a higher level to have fulfillment in life. In other,
Uh,
in other words, if you think positively and you process your thoughts in positive frequency, you will attract positive events. But if you are negative and you think negative and you are on low level of frequency, you will attract what is on that level. So I wish just to show people that just pay attention on their thoughts and how they process them and what kind of frequency they uh, put around them. That's that's very important, I believe.
I have a slightly different way of conveying
Mm-hmm.
the understanding of energy and its effects on our life every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's 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 important to understand that uh, that negativity and that type of energy, that actually stops your energy.
Mm-hmm.
It freezes your energy, and the positive and free thinking um, uh, frees up your flow of energy. So
That's even better
any
comprehension. Yeah.
yeah, and that's important for people to understand. When you the more you dabble in negativity and negative traits, thoughts, feelings, emotions, that sort of things, those are all triggers for shutting down your energy or pinching your energy.
Mm-hmm.
And and um, so that's why it's so important to keep our minds focused as much. It's not to say bad things don't happen, that bad emotions don't happen, that they do. What the best thing for us is to effectively and efficiently process those feelings, validate them, then let go of them so that we can redirect our energy to positive things that
Mm-hmm.
bring up positive results in our
Yes.
life.
Yes. Yes. Even better way to put that and to understand that. So we all have
So
to
and
understand.
it's important to do that every single moment. Every single moment, it, all it takes is a few seconds to get your energy blocked up.
Yes.
So and having a constant awareness of your energy is, I think, what we're starting with here, and what people need to start with from our spa day here and this topic and their lives, is to
Yes.
just have a constant day to day, moment to moment, hour to hour awareness of where your energy is going. And if
Yes.
something's happening that is not good for your energy, then it's to your betterment, your physical and emotional well-being, to change the direction, to change
Yes.
the application of your energy.
Yes. Yes. You just remind me on of one sentence I wrote. It was actually quoted a lot of times, and I'm very I'm very happy every time I see it. It goes like this: energy goes where your focus goes. So practically, if you focus on positive uh, and you try to find positive in everything that is happening to you, even if it doesn't look so, uh, you will not stop the energy flow. And if you focus on the negative and you process your energy in that way, then it will happen what you just said. Energy will froze. I would say it would go on lower level, but that's kind of same. So
Well, I would not, um, lower and higher. That's all a relative thing.
yeah.
It's more not necessarily whether it's a high frequency or a low frequency.
Hmm.
What's more at issue is uh, that we seek balance, and
Yes.
so when we seek balance, we seek to match frequencies.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Now, when you mention balance, I would like to say I believe that balance in everything is crucial in our lives. And in my book, which is called Live from Your Heart and Mind, I spoke about that, and that is balance between heart and mind. We are not here uh, just to be here. Um, I believe that humans are magnificent and not like other creatures because we have the power of our mind uh, and we have the even more exquisite power of our heart to lead us through life. And I believe those two things are actually energy, and the balance is crucial, not just between that, but between everything in life. And I'm so happy we opened this subject, and I would like our listeners to and our friends, I invite them to comment, to ask questions, to input, to give us idea about this. We will continue to speak about this in next episodes. And for the end, I would like to say it's a short joke, I would say, but there is one lady who is always online speaking about vortex high energy. And she always say if you are in high vortex energy, then uh, everything in your life will be much better than if you are not. So her mom actually asked her, am I good mom to you? And she say, well, sometimes you bother me, but I can't I can't really remember a specific thing. And her mom say, that's because you are on high vortex, so just stay there, you know. So that's like you speak always about that. So you are up and stay up and everything will be perfect. With this, I would like to close this episode and to thank you so much, Ronald, for being here with me. You make my heart glow every time, and I enjoy every time, and I'm hoping that our friends will enjoy too. We just started our journey with Spa Day for the Soul, and I hope there will be a lot more episodes like this one. Thank you, Ronald.
Thank you, Catherine.
See you next time. Ciao.
Ciao.